Hi everyone, hope all are doing great. And in today's video, I want to talk about my USCIS and RFE timeline and also talk about the different dates as to when what happened with me within the process. Now, this is in relation to one of my previous videos where I talk about getting an RFE and how I prepared and submitted everything. But surprisingly, since I've posted that video, I've got so many students reaching out to me, asking me about help with their RFE documents, and even asking me about the timeline as to how and when I submitted and got my EAD. So in case you missed the previous video, that's right there at the top. I added the link, so make sure to watch it as well. And before I move on to the process, if you really like this video and if you think it will be helpful for you, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, as it will help reach out to more viewers, more people who are in this process, and will help them as well. Now, just to begin, I'll give you a brief overview that before your STEM OPT has to start, you need to apply to USCIS for your documents for your EAD 3 months prior. Now, my STEM OPT started last year, November 16, 2021. So considering I can only apply 3 months prior, I have all the dates listed and I'll walk you all through them. August 25, 2021 is when I prepared my documents and sent to USCIS for approval. Now that is 3 months prior. So obviously I can only do them. I could have only submitted them after August 16th. So I submitted them by August 25th. And I got my notification that my case was received on September 6th. Now, once you submit your documents, you submit your phone number, so you get a text message notification. Couple of things, you get two notifications. One is that the $410 fees has been deducted. That means your documents were received and the processing of the documents is started. And then you're given a receipt number in which you can track your case, and that will help you to see exactly like where you are in the process. So that's a couple of things that happened on September 6th. And September 15th, approximately 8 or 9 days later, I saw something coming in my mail through USCIS, but there was no indication what was that. So surprisingly, that document was for me to set up an online USCIS account. So they give you the complete set of instructions to follow. And the reason being for that is you can monitor your account and you can timely see what the updates are happening within your account. So that happened somewhere around September 15th, but that was nothing to worry about. Now, as the days progressed and I thought everything is working well, October 1st, now this was the day when early morning, I got a notification on my phone that there is a case change, and I got up, I immediately saw my account and I got an RFE notice, and it stated that additional evidence is required in order to process my case. And even though you can read your RFE online as well, they still send you that in mail, and it takes around two to three business days to get that in mail. Now, I mentioned like in my previous video what the reason for RFE was and how I prepared it, but October 1st was that date. 2 weeks, it took me 2 weeks to get all those documents prepared, even though the time was till December to submit all of the documents. But again, another thing to follow here is the more you delay, the more your process or your case will be delayed, because it stops, your processing of the case stops, and it only begins once USCIS receives your RFE documents back. So October 13th, exactly 2 weeks almost, it took me like exactly 2 weeks to prepare everything and send them back to the address they mentioned. Now, I took 2 weeks, but it could be different for all of you who are in this process because the required documents are different. But my suggestion here is just make sure you prepare everything in well manner, because we all get one chance to submit the documents. Don't be in a hurry, but just make sure that you contact your DSO, get approval from them, and then cross check everything. Keep a printout of documents that you're submitting, and make sure you have one copy and everything is good to go. You just, just check it like as many times as you can before sending them out. Now, another question that comes in here is how to send those documents. I got this as well from one of the students asking me, should I submit them online or should I submit them through mail? Now, I did that mail through mail, reason being I initially sent my documents through mail as well. Now, another thing to follow here is once you send everything through mail, your online account will still show the option to submit the documents, but don't do that. Once the documents have been received, the online option will automatically convert to submitted. So it's very important that only once the documents are submitted and not twice. So just keep that in mind and do only once and not repeat the process. So October 13th, when I mailed my documents, and October 15th, when I got a notification that my documents have been received. So that gives you a kind of satisfaction that the documents are there. And just send the documents to the address that is listed on your RFE. I even had some concerns as to where I should send, whether the address is correct or not, but don't worry about it. Just send the documents to the address given in your RFE. And in case you need help on that as well, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But it's pretty simple and straightforward process from there. You just wait because nothing can be done. 5 days later, October 20th, when I got a notification that the RFE documents have been approved and the processing of my case has started again. So that means there's a kind of satisfaction that, okay, the documents are approved now, the case has begun to process. 6 days later, everything was approved and I got a notification that my EAD was mailed. So within 13 days of sending the documents, everything was approved, the documents were processed and the EAD was mailed. 3 days later, October 29 is when I received my EAD in mail, and November 16, 2021, I started my STEM OPT with EAD in my hand. So all I can say from here is it was a tensed process, first thing, but it was very quick as well once I submitted my RFE documents. So just to conclude here, before I could say what I concluded or what I extracted from this process is that make sure all your documents are correct in terms of RFE. First thing, cross-check them as many times as you can, consult your DSO and prepare a cover letter. And in case you need help with cover letter as well, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions or concerns on that. And don't stress out. I mean, take this as a process. And if you have done everything in a lawful and a legal manner and you have all the evidence, it shouldn't be an issue to provide that evidence. That is all what they're expecting from us. So I hope this video is helpful. And to all who are in this process, I know many are. Good luck, and hopefully you'll get everything approved and you'll be having your initial EAD or your STEM EAD as you submit these documents. Again, feel free to reach out to me in case you have any questions or concerns. I'll be more than happy to answer, and really looking forward to all those who are in the process and wishing you all a good luck out there. Thank you so much.